What's up, everybody? So I'm about to do a new story time. I had to do another take. So I don't know if my lip gloss anymore. But anyways, so I want to do another new story time, and today this story time is about a time I went out on a date with a guy and I fucking puked everywhere. So stay tuned for the story time if you are interested. Okay, so this guy, this is the time. I don't even know if these dating sites are still popping. But so I met this guy off of POF, right? Was it POF? Yes, POF. And so this guy was like cute. Initially he wasn't my type because he kind of looked like he had like a perm. Like he looked like he had like straight hair, and he was black, which sometimes I want to say it doesn't. Sometimes I want to be like, oh, that's, but I can't unsee like Cat Williams, like a pimp named Slipback, when I see a black dude with straight hair. And I know black women straighten their hair. Like I know people with big curly hair straighten their hair. I don't know why when black men do it, it does not look right. Like it doesn't look right. It just doesn't. Y'all remember like what's their names? That from I Love New York? That one, the brothers, and the one dude had that really long straight hair. That's probably the only time, and I don't even remember what he looks like, but I know I used to have a crush on him. It's the only time I think I've seen a man with straight hair, and he was black, and it looks like he looked good. Any other time, and I want to say maybe it's because their hair is not usually long. So it always has this, it just looks like pimpish. It looks pimpish. I don't know. No judgment to any black men out there who got a silk press on right now. You got it. You got it. I can't get jiggy with it. So back in the day, right? I used to do like the scene gothic, punk rock thing, right? So you know how like they used to always have that hair that would be straight and it's like way too over your eyes. I don't know. You have to look at a picture and then to be like teased and then you have it long. I used to do that, right? And but even when I did it and it was supposed to be considered white, whatever, it still looked normal. I don't know, but when I would see black dudes when I was younger have their hair straight and be doing that fucking Justin Bieber, no, it just didn't look. It don't look right. It looked like a pimp. To be quite honest, white boys didn't even look right having that little swoop. But because like I guess I'm used to seeing multiple different races of people have straight hair, including black women, because we be diverse with it. I'm not used to seeing black men with straight hair, so when I see it, I immediately think, is he a pimp? So in the picture, he looked like his hair was straight. So I'm like, oh, he's cute when his hair was like braided, but that one, I don't know. So I kind of like overlooked him, because one specific picture looked like his hair was straightened. And it was kind of like him and another dude I was talking to, but I hadn't met anybody off of there yet. But so I'm like, you know what? Let me just ask him, can he send me like a different picture, like maybe an updated picture? That's why I said it as, hey, you got like a more updated picture? Because we end up exchanging numbers. So you know how people be like, can I get a picture from my contacts? I hit him with one of them because I'm like, there's got to be, excuse me, I just needed something to take off that one picture. Take away from that one picture. Like, to confirm, is his hair straightened? So he sends me a picture, and it was not straightened. It was, well, I found out later on, actually it was, but it was braids. He had, like, single braids. Singles. But in the picture that he sent, the updated one, it looked like regular singles. It didn't look extra flat or straightened or anything. So I was like, okay. Okay. He's cute. He's definitely cute. He's cute. He's fine. He gave me that like old 90s vibes. Fine. Like, damn. Like he looked like he tastes good. Not like that. Not like that. Like coconut oil skin, kind of. You know what I mean? I think. So yeah, he's like, asking, is that a bug? Oh, it's lime. I forgot to put lime in here. So he's asking me like, I want to take you to go meet my moms. And it wasn't like his mom. He called her his second mom. So I was like, that's cool. And his sisters. So it was a woman that he worked with, and he considered her his second mom, and then her daughters. And I'm like, I'm fine with that. Even though I got a thing for like that sister brother shit. Because people be, and because they don't really be their sisters and brothers. It'd just be people who they previously, but you don't know that yet. So you're like, why don't your sister like me? And then you find out, oh, they not blood sisters. These is play cousins. This is nasty. And I don't even understand calling somebody that, knowing that you're doing something with them. Why not just say this is my friend? Just say it's my friend. Like, why is that so hard? Because it's a fucking secret. Because if they think they say sister, that's my sis, that's my cuz, or whatever, then you'll be like, oh, okay. No, call that your friend. Because stop playing with me. So I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm cool with that. And he's like, oh, no, that everybody's going to be drinking and they're going to play like drinking games. But he still made it seem like it was going to be more of a kickback. Like multiple different people, like, his friends and this mom, this sis. Okay, cool, I'm down, you know what I mean? It's not really like... Y'all ignore that damn. It's not like a date, but it's not at my house or his house, so I'm cool with it. Like I ain't trying to, I ain't even know that it was an actor, so just I ain't trying to have you in here, and I ain't trying to be there. So it's not that I wasn't trying to be at his house. I just didn't want nobody at mine, because I didn't want to deal with any like stalker, creeper, weirdo kind of things. Which I think he knew where I lived, because he picked me up. But I don't know. It's just one thing to have somebody pick you up. It's another thing to let them in, because now it's like, I feel like they assume now everything you all do is about to be at your house. No, I want to go on a date, or I want to go have fun. It don't have to cost money, and this didn't cost no money, so we good. So he picks me up, and I want to say this is like the second or third time. This is the second or third time we've met, so it wasn't. This wasn't our first meeting. This is probably our third meeting for sure. Yeah, I think this is our third meeting for sure. So he picks me up and he's like calling them like, oh yeah, I just got her. Do y'all want me to bring anything, any drinks or whatever? And it felt like good vibes. So I'm like, okay, this is going to be cool. It sounds like we're about to have a good time. Like, oh, we need to stop somewhere, go pick up some drink. What do you drink? I'm like, I want some vodka. Because at the time, that's what I would drink is vodka. I didn't drink much, but when I did drink, it was vodka. It was Amsterdam. I had like every flavor. So yeah, we go pick up some drinks. We're laughing. We're joking. Me and him had a cool vibe. Like, we could have been best friends for sure. Because we were very like, witty and jokey. But still like giving each other like that look. Like I want you, you want me. Stop playing with me. But it was cool vibes. And we took a shot. So we like a bit turned up already. So when we finally get there. And I meet her. I'm meeting her like, hi, because he said like, that's mom's. So she's, being the same way, she's reciprocating, and one of the daughters. So it was like an older daughter, a middle daughter, and a younger daughter. So the younger daughter was off the bat cool, and we cool. I could tell the middle daughter was a bit like, hey, but I said this wrong. It was the older daughter that was more like, hey, but the middle daughter was like, standoffish. So it was like, I guess it rubbed me the wrong way a little bit, because I'm like, that's the one who be acting like they sister brother. So she's on me like, brother, where you been, brother this, brother that. Not too much, bitch. Not too fucking much. But I'm still like vibing because I just took like that sip. So my like, you know how you get hot in your chest? I'm like, yeah, I don't care. And they had the music playing, but it was just us. There was no other people. It was her, him, me, and the sisters. And I think one of their boyfriends. But the boyfriend didn't even come yet. So yeah, it was just them three. It was just them four and us two. So I'm like, where's the people? But then it got to a point like where it was still like we were still vibing. It was still fun. But after a while, I'm realizing, oh, it's just about to be us. This isn't like that kind of kickback. They're calling it a kickback and inviting people. And we're the only ones that came. Which is cool, but then after a while, it's like I'm not really in the conversations. Because brother, sister, sister, brother, brother, sister. The problem with that is, though, it started to bother me. Because I could tell, I don't want to just say like I could tell there was, no, it's like she wasn't talking to me at all. When we did look at each other, or I would notice her looking at me, it was kind of one of them like, bitch. So it's just like, okay, like, you know, I'm trying to be like, I don't know these fucking people, and I'm in their house, so I'm not being like, fuck is you looking at, bitch? I'm just like, what the fuck? You want something? So the big sister comes out with like some weed. I'm telling y'all, that one and only fucking time where I was able to smoke weed and drink. Only time, and I had a good time. But I wasn't aware that this was not about to be one of those times. So, I get fucked up. So she's like, hey, do you smoke weed? And I'm like, yeah, I smoke a little here and there. I dibble dabble a little bit. So she's like, you want to hit the blunt? I'm like, yeah. So I'm like hitting the blunt. And I'm like, you know, I took a couple puffs. And I'm like, good. But then they wanted to play a fucking drinking game. Man, I fucked up so bad. So then they wanted to play this drinking game. And I had never played a drinking game before. So I was like, yeah, like, what do you do? And so it's like, I guess you like throw some dice. If it lands on a certain number, then the person who, like, I think, okay, I'm just going to make up something real quick because I'm not really 100% sure. It was a while ago. But like, if it land on 7, you have to drink. And if it land on 11, you have to pick somebody to drink. So I'm like, yeah, I'm down. And I'm already feeling like I'm buzzing. I'm like, in this one, yeah, And when I'm buzzing, well, now I do it just because I don't drink anymore. So now I just do it if I feel like it, fuck it. But you know how back then, well, not back then, but it's called liquid courage for a reason. And back then, I was a little bit more like to myself. People would call me shy, but it really wasn't that. I ain't really fuck with people like that. I had been through like a lot of shit. So at that time, I was just like, there's no point of me coming out of my shell because typically someone's going to try to dim my light. And I didn't feel like going through that. So I would just dim it before anybody else could. So when I would drink, I'm like this. I'm like vibing, I'm singing and shit, like, yeah. And then, of course, people see that. But I'm not giving a fuck that people see that. Because what the fuck? Like, why can't I fucking have fun like everybody else? Shit. But, like I said, it was kind of or maybe even then I was just putting myself in this mind state of that. And so it would happen. I don't know. I ain't gonna think that deep in it. I don't care anymore. But when I would drink, I didn't give a fuck who didn't like it. That must have pissed somebody off. Or maybe they was just thinking like, oh, I don't know, some type of fucking initiation to me being the new friend or his new girlfriend or whatever. I mean, we weren't really like, I don't even know if we were boyfriend, girlfriend yet. But we were definitely dating. We were definitely vibing. So when every fucking time 11 rolls, this bitch would pick me to take a shot. And I'm like, okay. But then it got to the point where every single time somebody hit 11, they would pick me. And so I'm looking at my date like, I can't handle all this alcohol. I don't drink like that. Oh, and but this will be pissing me off about certain men, because they be cool with you, and they be vibing with you, but as soon as they get around other people, because I think that's what's pissing me off, is he was getting jabby and jokey, but none of the like sweetheart kindness. So it's no balance here. Now I'm feeling like you just trying to make me the butt of the joke. So every time I take a shot, if I don't shot the whole thing, she babysitting. She babysitting. She babysitting. And I'm over here like, you know what? I don't want to play no more. And they're like, oh. And I'm like, nigga, this ain't fun if I'm getting drunk and nobody else is getting drunk. I'm getting to the point where I'm just like, I'm like, this isn't fucking fun. So like, you gotta take 5 shots. I went, boom, clap that motherfucker down. I was like, I'm done. I'm not doing that. Because what the fuck is the worst gonna happen? This bitch trying to joke and be like, well, if you don't take all the shots, then somebody gotta punch you in the arm. I say, I dare somebody to punch me in the arm feeling like this. I'm swinging every fucking which way, butt up and down. Bitch. No, I'm like, okay, no, I'm not doing that. We're not doing that. So then you need to bring somebody that know how to drink. What? I'm like, okay, I'm sorry, I'm not team alcoholic over here. Now I'm coming at people because like, okay, my bad. I didn't know we was all alcoholics, but I'm not one of them. So I'm going to stop. I'm going to go sit my ass down. By the fucking time I even made it to the fucking couch, I must have been like, I promise you, I don't even remember making it to the couch. I just remember sitting on the fucking couch, sitting on their couch like this. And I'm staring out at the balcony, just like, but I can hear them in the back, still having a good fucking time. They all just still playing and having a good time or whatever. He finally comes to change the music, and he like, you all right? And I'm like, nah, not really. And he goes, are you ready to leave? You want to go home? And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I'm not having fun. And he's like, why? What's wrong? What's the matter? And I'm like, you damn near is just joking or jawing on me for like fucking 15 minutes. I'm already drunk as fuck. We ain't even been here, but at that time, by the time I was that drunk, we probably been there for like an hour. It was just pretty much just me sitting or standing there, meeting them, then the standoffishness of the sister, them all talking, him making jokes towards me being like, ha, 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 then them talking again, she staring, I'm like, what the fuck? Now I'm dancing, boom, 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 boom. You want to play a drinking game? Yeah. Okay, you take a shot. Take a shot. Oh, I can't do this no more. That's it? For an hour. I'm like, what the fuck you mean do I want to stay? Done. So he's like, okay, I'm gonna let them know that we're about to leave. Like, great, that'd be great, thank you. So he's walking back there, and they're like, brother, no, oh my God, brother. I'm like, and I fucking blacked out. I do not remember anything after rolling my eyes at brother. Cause why? Yeah. It fucking sucked because I'm like, I really like this dude. But it was like, I'm gonna give him a name. We're gonna call him Yabs, because I got a few more story times about Yabs. But I really fucking liked Yabs. So for him to, not for him to, because I wouldn't even say, like, that wasn't really the breaking point for me. Because, like I said, we were pretty much like jokey. But there was still the balance of, because some dudes, like, they want you to be jokey, right? But then there's, like, no balance of the other side of that, which is, like, romantic and, words of affirmation and, touchy and conversation, deep conversation. They just want to be like, joke, 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 turn that ass over. And that's why I be like, y'all just be want to fuck y'all best friends. Y'all just want to fuck y'all best friends. That's it. But I felt like we had a good balance until we got over there. Which made me think like, okay, are you fucking one of them? Or like, do you got a crush on one of them? Or are you aware that one of them has a crush on you? Because it just felt a little bit more like, I wouldn't say distant. He wasn't being distant. It just felt like we were best friends. JT. That's it. And I'm like, I thought we were dating. I thought we were dating. Yes. Yeah, so I fucking blacked out, right? I wake up and all I feel is like fucking rushing cold water, like all over me. And I'm like, my neck is like, there's a wall and my neck is kind of like, and all I feel is cold water, just shh. And I'm like looking up like, what the fuck? And they're like, are you okay? And all the, you know how you see them fucking movies and you kind of like wake up and it's just people standing over you. Oh my God, are you okay? That's exactly what the fuck happened. So it's just like, then I'm like, oh, in a panic. Are you okay? Are you okay? And I'm like, where the fuck am I? And they're like, you're in the shower. You're in the shower. And I'm like, how the fuck? And I'm fully dressed. I'm fully fucking dressed. And I'm like, what the fuck am I doing in the shower? So they get me up. And I feel like I'm like wide awake and alert. But I have no fucking clue what the fuck just happened. So they're like drying me off and they're like, are you sure you're okay? Do you need to sit down? Get her some bread. Get her some bread. And I'm like, what the fuck happened? And I look down and there's fucking throw up. There's just mad throw up all the way down my clothes. I was so fucking embarrassed. Like instantly I was embarrassed. Like, because I never threw up from drinking. Or at least, actually, I did before. But it was more like, I didn't realize at that time when I was like way, way younger that you do not mix liquors. And then I like run to the bathroom. Like I make it home, run to the bathroom. Oh, then that other time. But them times I was aware. Let me just say that. Those times I was aware that, so I'm like in the toilet. They clean me off. They give me some clothes, somebody's shirt, somebody's shorts, bag up my nasty ass clothes. And then we're like, okay, we're leaving. And he's like, oh, thank y'all, oh, I'm sorry. And I'm like, sorry? Because I'm thinking, I'm like, what the fuck is you sorry for? I'm the one who's fucked. We get in the car. I mean, and I apologize too, but I more apologize because I don't know if I just messed up the night by throwing up all over myself and having these people carrying me and stuff. We get in the car and he's like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I mean, I'm fine. I don't know what the fuck happened. He was like, man, it was like something out of the fucking Exorcist. And I'm like, what do you mean? And he's like, you just started fucking throwing up everywhere. I'm like, how? I was just sitting there. He said, I was sitting on the fucking couch and all of a sudden I'm just like, ugh. I just started throwing up like that. All over these people's couch. All over. It was just going down. All over the couch. All over the couch. And so because they hear me, they're trying to run me to the bathroom. So I'm just, I was like, no fucking way. I'm not told. I was like, I don't ever want to go back there again. Never. I can't show these people my face. This bitch already looking at me like, bitch. And now she just scrubbing my puke right now as we're driving away. She's scrubbing my puke out of the rug. Out of the couch. Oh my goodness. I was so fucking embarrassed. So like the whole ride home, I'm just like, I never want to drink again. And can you tell him I said sorry? Oh my God. I'm fucking like, I was a mess. And I was probably emotional because I was still like somewhat probably drunk. And he's like, yeah, you was right. You don't drink. I'm like, you fucking think? You think, buddy? And I'm like, not only that though, not only, because I ain't say it like that, but I'm like, honestly, is it really that I don't drink? Or is it that everybody in the motherfucking house started teaming up on me to get me drunk? And he's like, oh no, it was all in good fun. It was kind of like an initiation. Because I'm like, okay, initiation is make her take like three shots. Because it's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, right? So make her take it. Oh, I gotta take a shot. That's 4 shots. They did it the whole fucking game. Or at least the whole time I was playing. So now it's shot, 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 shot. Shot, 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 shot. Plus anytime I ended up on the wrong number. I must have took 10 fucking shots. 2 from each of us. No, actually, it must have been like 9. Because at one point, I did make the chick take a shot. Because, okay, bitch, not too fucking much on me. But I'm like, honestly, is it really that I don't drink that much? Or is it that it felt like y'all was teaming up on me? So he's like, no, we were just playing. I said, okay. I hope y'all had fun. Whoa, because we're all going to remember that shit. This will be one for the books. I don't know if we're going to think it was fun, though. I don't know if we're going to be like, yes, best time ever. Now, maybe looking back, like right now, it's like, damn. And it's not like I'm like embarrassed now, or it's not like if I saw them, I would be like, oh my God, please. Because we ended up hanging out with them again. Which is when I realized that bitch did like him. Because the next time we hang out, of course, yeah, because girl, you fucked up my couch. I was about to have to charge you. I'm about to have to send an invoice. Just for me to, she extra. The next time we end up hanging out with them, she's like extra, like, no, it's just because that's my brother. And I be just trying to make sure he's with the one. He's with the right one. He's with somebody who care about him. Whole fucking time. His ex was one of their friends. That's why she was looking at me like that. Because the ex was calling moms too and being like, yeah, he left me with this chick. And she was making it seem like we knew each other for years. And I was a side bitch. I said, what the fuck? So not only I had to stop talking to them, we stopped talking to them. Because we didn't know that the whole time we were hanging out, even that night, they was telling the ex, oh yeah, she threw up all over my motherfucking couch. I said, well, we didn't know that night. I don't know if telling the story again is telling the second half of that is worth telling the story again, like making another story time about it. So I'm telling y'all right now, these hoes, they was all in cahoots with the ex. They was telling her all my business, everything I was telling them. I even ended up the second time we hung out. Me and the mom ended up having like this heart-to-heart conversation. And then by the end of that, we found out that the motherfucking ex was talking to them. So then a whole fucking fight broke out. Well, not a fight, but a whole argument broke out. So he's cussing out them. He's calling his ex. He's cussing her out. And then I'm like crying because I start motherfucking crying because I'm like, oh my God, I just told you this and you telling this bitch this. Because it was a lot. I mean, I wasn't like crying like, oh, because I didn't know them like that. But it was just more like, I didn't realize that in real time, as I was talking, she's like, so it was like fucking embarrassing. And we was sipping again, not like the same way. So I got my emotions. I'm like, oh, that's weird as fuck. Y'all weird as fuck. So when we leaving the mom's two's house, some random ass dude talking about some, oh my God, y'all paralyzed her. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you, baby? It was weird. That night was weird as fuck. It just felt like a whole bunch of unnecessary action was happening. Because, like, why is y'all talking to his ex? Why is the ex telling everybody I'm a side bitch? I just met this man, like, at that point, maybe 4 or 5 months ago. I'm like, why is this random man telling people I'm paralyzed? Like, what the fuck? You're all on fucking crack. Crack is whack. But yes, that is the end of this story time. I did make sure I did not do too much on it. Well, I don't be doing too much because I be getting into the stories. And so that's why it be part 1, part 2, part 1, part 2, part 1, part 2. So I'm just made sure I picked a story this time that was not long. But I do hope you guys enjoyed this story time. And I will see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to.